Hey you guys, welcome to Conscious TV. We're here to review Basketball Wives episode 1 and 2. If you guys are interested, then stay tuned. So I was debating on whether I even wanted to do TV show reviews, but people kept asking me to do it, and I kept thinking about it, and I'm like, Basketball Wives just aired. I do like Basketball Wives, so I said, hey, why not give this review thing a fucking shot? So here I am shooting my shot. The scene opened up with Jackie and Malaysia meeting up at some goat-style yoga situation because Jackie is on this health tip and eating better. Apparently, she done had the fat sucked out of her damn thighs, her toes, the bottom of her feet, her stomach, her neck and her ears, and she's just trying to maintain the results by any means necessary. And if that means letting goats piss and shit all over her doing a workout, so the fuck be it. Anything to maintain the next 20 years with Doug. Bitch, I really like Jackie. I think the bitch is really good for TV. Not much is going on in this conversation between her and Malaysia. Malaysia looks great as always. She's a beautiful girl, but she's like the Portia of the show to me. Like, she's all this and has none of this. Sweet girl, but dumb as rocks. And I damn near choked on my husband's dick when I goddamn goat decided to fucking trollop up the side of damn Jackie's goddamn back. I died. So Shani is opening up a weed dispensary. She's thinking about getting into selling marijuana legally. Shani reminds me of a bitch who will like make money by any means necessary as long as it's legal. Like if they legalized human sacrificing, Shani would open up like a sacrifice decor store where she'll be like selling wooden Italian tables that you can like lay the virgin on before you like slit her throat. She would be selling like these flammable Pampers for the Satanists to wrap the newborn in before they toss them over into the volcano to their underworld gods. Like, as long as the IRS would stay off her ass and she ain't gonna get no jail time behind it. Then we catch up with Tammy, who is on the set of Wild and Out. She's putting her comedic skills to good use. You know, Tammy is the bag gatherer. That woman is all about her business, and it's so interesting watching a lot of single moms on reality TV because they have more of like a hustle than the women who are collecting checks off of failed marriages or who come from wealthy families. They just really commit to the hustle spirit because they never want to go back to that shit again, and they always want to be able to provide for their kids and provide for themselves. So I really respect Tammy in terms of single black mothers who are raising their kids. She really is utilizing her gifts and her talents. Her Bonnet Chronicles are doing well. I think she also came up with like a lipstick line at one point. She's all over TV. Marriage Boot Camp, Wife Swap. Like, Tammy has been able to consistently work, and not just in the realm of reality TV, but in other areas of entrepreneurship. Her and Jen catch up on FaceTime, and of course, it just never fails. There has to be some weird ass beef and tension and problem between Tammy and fucking Evelyn. She makes the infamous comment to Jen, well, tell everybody I said hello. Well, not everybody, but you know who everybody is. And here continues the Tammy Evelyn saga, but we're going to unpack that in a minute. Jennifer and Evelyn are taking a stroll around Jennifer's neighborhood. Jennifer goes into the spiel about how her ex-boyfriend lives in an apartment complex like right across from her, and she saw him while she was like walking her raggedy ass pooch around, and she's just been suffering from nightmares and insomnia and vomiting and diarrhea because she's afraid for her life. Jen is a white woman in a black girl's body. I did not know that simply seeing somebody who lives in a building across from you means that they're stalking you. It means that we're neighbors, bitch. Evelyn also starts unpacking how her relationship to her sperm donor fell apart. She thought they were on their way to planning a wedding, and supposedly she found out he was cheating. There's something that I don't believe about why her and this man broke up. Infidelity is one of those excuses you give to people when you really don't want to unpack the real reason why y'all broke up, and it's really because that nigga broke up with you, rightfully because you really a crazy bitch and was doing the most, but you can't really let the people around you know you the crazy ass one. It's just something else. Trust me, it's something else. Nonetheless, She's on her feel-good mission to get her whole body back together. Then she'll be right back to resurrecting revenge body number 20. Shaunie, Jen, and Evelyn meet up for a workout. And rightfully so, Shaunie don't bring her ass in there with her gym clothes on and her back in tow until after they've worked out, bitch. That's me coming to a workout, girl. I also didn't understand this Circus Olay wallpaper ass fashions that Shaunie was given in her workout outfit. I'm like, girl, why, where, and who did they sell this outfit to you? Like, who was the retailer? When you looked at it, why did you make the decision? And then when you put it on and saw yourself in the mirror, what part of you told you were cute? We need to have a conversation. Nonetheless, they sit down. Tammy's name comes up. Has anybody heard from her? We haven't talked to her in a while. There seemed to be some tension. Evelyn is like, okay, bitch, it's always me. What is the problem? Now, I'm going to unpack the Tammy and Evelyn drama. Everything between Evelyn and Tammy just comes down to jealousy. I genuinely just believe that Tammy is jealous of Evelyn. Evelyn embodies something that Tammy wants, that Tammy feels she doesn't have. It's probably just aesthetic. Go back to season 1 of Basketball Wives when Tammy was introduced to the franchise and Shaunie was shopping Tammy around to the rest of the girls. Right at the dinner where Evelyn infamously admitted that she had slept with Tammy's husband at some point later on after him and Tammy had either separated or divorced. During that whole dinner, prior to that moment, Tammy had looked over at Evelyn and she was just kind of giving her respects to the ladies, and she was telling Evelyn how she practically just thinks that Evelyn is a badass bitch and that she really admires her. She just inspires her to get back on her shit because she used to be that girl. Now when Tammy said that stuck in my spirit. You know how certain things just stick with you and you don't know why they stick with you, but it's not until like future events that you realize that thing stuck with you, because that thing was created a foundation for you to understand everything else that would follow. That was that moment for me. There's just something about Evelyn that makes Tammy insecure, and the fact that Evelyn was able to fuck her man doesn't make those insecurities any fucking better. If anything, that just adds to this inferiority complex that Tammy has with Evelyn. Jackie and her daughter Chantel are out shopping and they're kind of talking about the whole tensions with Evelyn. Chantel is basically just encouraging her mom to just keep it cute, get past it with Evelyn, like sweep the shit under the rug, it's unnecessary. And you know why I think Chantel is kind of neutral in the situation with Evelyn? It's because I think that because Chantel witnessed the way that Jackie treated her sister, which is the estranged daughter of Jackie, who Evelyn was in cahoots with last season, who was putting out the book. Chantel knows the truth about that. And in previous seasons, she had admitted that her and her sister were treated differently, that she was treated better because she was lighter skinned and because she was prettier, and that her mom was harder on her sister because her sister was a little on the thicker side and her sister was darker skinned. I think a part of Chantel was like, felt like Evelyn probably dug into that situation in a way that aggravated Jackie, and it was a little vindicating for Chantel. I feel like Chantel was living through Evelyn pushing the envelope and pushing the situation and emphasizing and highlighting the discrepancy between Jackie and her sister, because a part of Chantel, I'm sure, wants fucking justice. Somebody needs to rip the goddamn band-aid off of cancer. A part of Chantel didn't mind Evelyn getting off in her mama ass about her sister. Nonetheless, Jackie is disinterested in making up with Evelyn. She like, I done told that bitch I'm sorry. I done tried to make up with that hoe. She gave me her ass to kiss. I don't give a fuck. Just keep that bitch from around me before I be done. Chop her titties off, take them to my plastic surgeon, and have them put that bitch titties in my breast and use them as implants. So Malaysia introduces us to her family, Christian and Cece, who are both wives of cousins of Malaysia. The girls seem cool. They're still being introduced to the show, so I don't have much to say. They're both beautiful. I like Cece. She just seems like one of those Kamora Lee Simmons bitches. Like she's just very beautiful. I love her aesthetic. She seems like a total sweetheart. She seems fun and lighthearted. There's something about her that I really, really, really love. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Cece brings to the table. Christian seems cute for the show, but ultimately unnecessary. She might pleasantly surprise us. I'm going to have to see more out of her. So Christian throws a Mardi Gras party. She invites all the girls. This will be the first time that most of them have seen each other since filming last season. The only person who isn't at the party is Tammy. Christian is having this because she's trying to help old assholes Jen and Evelyn find a rich, successful, wealthy, older man who can keep their dick in their pants but also know how to spoil a bitch. Evelyn and Jen do arrive. They meet the girls. Immediately the shade kind of goes towards Cece. Evelyn is kind of like, oh, the jury is still out when it comes to Cece. She's throwing shade. I also feel like this is just jealousy. Evelyn knows that there's another bad bitch in the room. Cece is fucking gorgeous. She's fucking married. I was a little bit surprised at the shade that Jen and Evelyn threw at the age of these men at the party, because you would think that two women over 40 with a terrible train wreck of relationships in their wake would definitely be open-minded to maybe dating a mature man, since all the men under 50 have either cheated or went upside their motherfucking head. You would just think, but once again, that's that cognitive dissonance shit that, you know. Jackie and Chantel arrive to the party. There's obvious fucking tension. She don't even want to pour one out with the bitch. She just wants to get the hell on. Jackie is losing her mind internally. Her edges are frizzing up. She don't know what to do with herself. She's scared, she mad, she everything all that fucking once. And Chantel wants to actually go over to Evelyn and have a adult conversation and see if she can rest in peace the issue between Evelyn and her fucking mom, and low-key give her a thank you for doing what she couldn't do to her mom for her. Chantel hauls up the stairs, goes over to Evelyn, and basically just tries to see if she can just neutralize the situation. Evelyn is like, look bitch, I like you. My issue is not with you. Your mom is a crazy dingbat from hell. I don't want anything to do with the crazy bitch. The most I can do is just keep my motherfucking distance and pray to the goat head that I don't have to end up sacrificing this hoe. Jackie is freaking the fuck out. She want to throw herself over the balcony. She don't know what the fuck is happening. Jackie is saying some interesting things in the confessional, like, I don't know if Evelyn is going to be able to turn my daughter against me. I already lost one daughter. I don't want to lose another. Jackie knows she was fucked up. Jackie knows she is out of her mind, and or at least has been out of her mind, and that she probably hasn't been the best mother, if not to Chantel, at least hasn't been the best mother to the other daughter. And I think Jackie is walking around waiting for the other shoe to drop at some point, because she probably feels my daughter is going to check out of this relationship at one point. She's going to realize just how fucked up I was when I raised them. She's going to actually wake up fully and realize how fucked up of a mother I was, how crazy out of my mind I was in my marriage, how I didn't even want them being close to their dad because I was so insecure as a woman and I wanted all of my husband's attention, even if that meant keeping him at a distance from his own biological children. And one day I'm going to go to call the only daughter I have left, and she's not going to answer or return my phone calls or want nothing to do with me and never open her front door to me again, because she finally realized that I am not worth dealing with. That is what is going on inside of fucking Jackie. But I would just be more interested in just really hearing about that dynamic, because Jackie is crazy all by her fucking self, and I can only imagine her behavior as a fucking mother. I can only imagine the Jackie who is less confident and less assured than what she is, because she's still crazy even as far as she's come. So without that growth and without coming that far, I would love to see what that Jackie even felt like, looked like, and how that bitch operated, because I know Jackie ass was a ballistic fucking fool. Ballistic back in the day. In the closing scene of the episode, Tammy, Jen, and Shawnee meet up for a little brunch, a little cookies, a little milk, and they're talking about, you know, where she's been. She's been cut, then the bad girl, etc. Evelyn comes up. Shawnee chooses to tell Tammy that Evelyn has been, you know, cracking jokes on her and so forth, this then just adds more fuel to the fire Tammy is creating, because Evelyn is clearly not pressed about Tammy ass or the way that she feels. Tammy really wants to push this because, once again, it's Tammy who feels she has something to prove when it comes to Evelyn. The last season of Basketball Wives opened up with these two motherfuckers having an issue with each other, and we had to unpack that shit, and they spent the rest of last season getting along just perfectly and just fucking fine, and all of a sudden now Tammy has another fucking issue with Evelyn. Now, last season her issue was valid. Evelyn dumped the shit out of Tammy for whatever reason. Out of nowhere. No conversation, no prior beef, just was done with Tammy. I understood Tammy's feelings. They made up. It's all good. At best, she can be a hey and a bye. It don't have to be close friendship, but it's got to be all the shit. Now, Tammy was in her confession saying how it's just kind of fucked up that Jen and Evelyn are back friends, and you know, Jen had a lot to say about Evelyn when they wasn't friends, and guess who was there for her when Evelyn wasn't her friend? It was her. And I'm just saying, Tammy, what are you talking about, bitch? You falling out with every bitch on the show and has made up. You and Shawnee fell out. Y'all made up. You and Jen fell out. Remember the infamous food stamp situation? You and Evelyn have socked it to each other and made up multiple fucking times. So how are you acting like it's so fake of Jen to restore her friendship to one of the ladies on the show when you have restored all of the relationships you currently have on the show with the girls you've had issues with in previous fucking seasons? What are you talking about, Tammy? I'm done. It looked like it's going to be a really fucking good season. Episode 2 has already aired this Monday. I'll be uploading that as well. You guys rate, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Let me know what you guys think about episode 1. I will talk to you guys later.